and shout and let it out. We singing oh we are, we are, we are. We saying oh we are, we are, we are. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out. And scream and shout and let it out.
Alrighty, so more Warframe, who knew, right? So this is the first video of my new series where I will be covering all Warframes and revisiting some of the ones that I have done already. Because up until now I have only done videos on certain Warframes, and I think I have some that I haven't covered at all, so I'm going to rectify that by, like I said, doing a bit of a showcase on each Warframe individually. First up, of course, like I said in a previous video, is Valkyr, who is in my opinion the best melee frame in the game. I don't mean a stealthy or sneaky frame like Ashe or Loki, but Valkyr can go completely ham on enemies without giving a complete feck. She is a melee tank, if you could call her that, and really quick, her base stats are 100 health, 100 power, 600 armor, 50 shield and 150 stamina. Her shields are of course crap, but her armor more than makes up for it, especially when you stick a max steel fibre into the mix. She becomes a bit of a bullet sponge, and one with the potential to be seriously powerful, even overpowered some might say. She's also not really a frame for beginner players due to the fact that some knowledge of modding is needed to get the best out of her. Due to low shields now at the start, if you're a new player, that might be enough to put you off the game. But for me, she is one of the most fun Warframes in the game when you have her modded correctly. So her 4 abilities are: the first one up is Rip Line, which is for pulling enemies in close to Valkyr so she can kill them, or you can use it to fly across the map, a bit like a Spider-Man spider frame kind of thing. Her second ability is called War Cry, which is a squad buff that will increase yours and your squad's armor, as well as increasing their melee speed, and it also debuffs the enemy's speed by a percentage as well. Now this is the ability that I use on my Valkyr, and it is the ability that my Valkyr is modded around. Not so much her ultimate, more a War Cry. Her third ability is called Paralysis, which is a really cheap ability that knocks down enemies and deals a small amount of damage as well. It is much more useful for the knockdown than the actual damage. Casting this thing will also reduce your shield by a small percentage for each cast. Now her ultimate is called Hysteria, where Valkyr will become filled with rage and invulnerable for a period of time. She will also heal herself for a percentage of damage done while in Hysteria. So for me, her ultimate is a great way to regen life if you find yourself up shit creek, to revive a fallen teammate, or to activate life support and things like that if you find your whole team swarmed. Hysteria can also be affected by melee mods like Fury or Spile Strike, which can affect the speed of your swings while in Hysteria. But Hysteria also won't do any of the elemental damage that you may have on your melee weapons and you may have built them for. So for instance, if I'm hitting high damage numbers with War Cry and my Dual Lickers, then once I cast Hysteria, them damage numbers will be greatly reduced, simply because the Hysteria lacks the elemental damage that I have on my Dual Lickers. So it is really useful for the invulnerability and the health regen. It is a fair trade-off. You do lose a little bit of damage, but you do become invulnerable, so I guess, like I said, it's fair. And I will quickly show you how I have my Valkyr modded at the minute. It is a basic build, of course, like all of mine. Like I said, it is modded for War Cry and my Dual Lickers with Life Strike on them, so it's not so much modded for Hysteria, and I really only use it when shit goes wrong. Alright, for the aura slot I have of course got Steel Charge for the increased melee damage. I have got a maxed Steel Fibre, Rage, Intensify, Continuity and Flow. I also have Blind Rage 3 from the top and a Vitality 2 from the top. Now I will be sticking another form on her, and that Vitality will be replaced by one that is maxed out, and I'll probably just leave Blind Rage as it is. So with Continuity, Intensify and with Blind Rage, my War Cry lasts longer and gives me a really nice speed increase and debuffs my enemies by a nice amount as well. But if you wanted, of course, you could swap out any mods you want. If you wanted to put in a Constitution or a Narrow-Minded for more power duration, then that's entirely your call. But with this build, once I combine it with my Dual Lickers, then it is just a shitload of fun to run with Valkyr in any mission type whatsoever. She feels a bit like the early days of Warframe where Rhino and Trinity were completely invincible. So move over chaps, it's now Valkyr's turn. Now if you're looking to farm and build yourself this absolute wrecking tank, then all you need to do is kick the holy crap out of Alad V a few times, pray to RNGs that you get all of her parts and build her, or you could just buy her with platinum. Leave a comment in the section below, let me know what you think of Valkyr, whether you love her or hate her, or whether you intend on getting her or not. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, as it really helps me out, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more Warframe content, and as always, thanks very much for watching.
And scream and shout and let it out. We sing it. we are.